Well, don't expect a lot of reviews, at least not yet, on the NVIDIA RTX 5060 Ti with 8 gigabytes of memory because apparently NVIDIA is preventing board partners from having these at this particular moment. Only the 16 gigabyte models. Now we can speculate why this is the case. Now, NVIDIA apparently is prioritizing the 16 gigabyte VRAM version of the RTX 5060 Ti, or Ti if you prefer, and I can understand that because that card makes a lot of sense. In my opinion, there shouldn't be two of these cards releasing. There should be just one. There should not be an 8 gigabyte VRAM version of this card released at all. You can save up a little bit and get the 16 gigabyte. 8 gigabytes is not going to cut it in 2025. It's not going to allow you to play current games, let alone future games, and it's definitely not going to future-proof your purchase. Now, this is a strategy where NVIDIA is putting its makeup on, making a really good first impression, right, with their RTX 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte VRAM version of this video card, and maybe it will do pretty well considering it is a budget video card. The problem, of course, with that is it could trick some people into thinking that, well, you know, if the 16 gigabyte does well, the 8 gigabyte might be okay as well. But it's a budget card. That's kind of a little bit of a no-no right there. But if you can't afford it, you've got to get a budget card, then fair enough. But if you get a budget card and it doesn't have enough VRAM, that is not a good situation. If you're thinking that the 5060 Ti is a budget card, and that's kind of where I'm putting it, because above that you have the 5070, above that you have the 5080, above that you have the 5090. There's actually a plain Jane version of the RTX 5060. It's the non-Ti version of it. Please don't waste your money. Save up a little bit more, and at least if you're thinking about getting a 5060, get a 5060 Ti with 16 gigabytes of memory. So this is a very strategic release, a staggered release, really, of these video cards, right? So you have the better of the RTX 5060, that would be the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte VRAM version of it. So release the best first, and then slowly do a staggered release of the other ones. So again, you make a pretty good impression at the beginning, and like I said, first impressions are lasting impressions, and not everybody who's a gamer is super tech savvy, right? So, a fancy 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte version maybe doesn't mean a lot to some gamer who just wants a video card and they see on the box 5060 and that's all they see. So it's very important to stay informed and certainly do some research into what you are purchasing. Well, if you are watching this video in the future and you have an RTX 5060, whatever one you have, let us know what you think of it.